Oh, good evening all. Okay, yeah, I didn't get back to the rub and putty and finishing that off. I got sidetracked. I went in town, got some locks and some new gas struts, and yeah, fitting them's a whole lot of more interesting than doing putty. It's really easy to put off putty doing because yeah, it's a bugger a job and I hate it. But anyway, so yeah, all done. These are from Rare Spares. They're a bit longer than the ones I had on it. I had 100 Newton struts that I got from Bunnings. They weren't enough to hold it up. So I've gone and got these. These are 150 Newton. And because they're that little bit long, they're about an inch or so longer, so I've had to cut and weld me mounts, move them. Because I'm out of gas too, so I've had to put the old flux core wire back in here. And yeah, I'm not going to reverse the polarity again. It it took like a month to recover from that before it stopped mucking up, started welding properly again. So yeah, I'm not going to do that again. Didn't like it. But anyway, yeah, just put up with the splatter and things, and yeah, for the time being till I get some more gas. But anyway, yeah, as I said, so I've gone up from 100 newtons to 150, but it's still not quite enough. It's it's almost holding it, but not really. So yeah, it's sort of, yeah. So I'm gonna have to go up to a 200. They make a 200 in this length, and hopefully that's enough. And if it's not, then I got to go longer, which means I got to move the mounts again. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I think the 200 will do it. Anyway, and gonna try and hold this up at the same time, one end, and get the strap back on, hold it. Right, the other thing I've done is I've gone out and bought some locks. They're just, shall I show you? They're just like a cupboard latch. Bought a pair of them, $20 each from Bunnings. Yeah, that's the packet they come in. It's a brand Prestige cam lock. So, anyway, got a pair of these. And since the light's in the back, so I'll show you the back first. Back's pretty simple setup. I'll just get a light shining on it. Yeah, that's doing pretty well. Yeah, it's just cover latch. And all it does, just stops the latch from moving back enough to release. So yeah. Unfortunately, it stops you from closing it when it's locked, but and it's locked, just like that. Nice, neat, tidy. I like it. Chrome. See how long the chrome lasts. They're probably not meant for outdoors, but anyway, they go rusty. I'll put paint on them. But, yeah, same lock I got in the front. Quite neat and tidy. And I'll show you the setup on the inside. And, remember not to turn yours upside down now. This is the second video. I deleted the first one because after showing you this, I did the rest of the filming with the camera upside down. So I'm not going to do that this time. yeah, all I've done is just got to cut a bit off the cable. This is the old choke cable I took out. But, yeah, hooked that to the latch, runs over the lever, and it just pulls on the latch. A little bit hard for the key, I think. There's a couple of things I can do. I'll try, like this is a fairly heavy spring. I'll go light a spring on there. That'll take a bit of the pressure off it. The other thing I could do too is like, if I did like a lever, yeah, pivoted like that, run the cable like to the middle, like pivoting like this, hook the cable going to the latch in the middle, and then down where the ring part is, run the cable to the lock, and that will give it leverage, make it easier on the lock. So that's one thing I can do, but yeah, so I'll try just putting a lighter spring on it, see how we go. And yeah, I can't actually test it with the latch yet, with the whatever, yeah, latch, I don't know what you call it, handle, because I don't actually have one yet. And yeah, the issue we got a Volkswagen Records down here, and the bloke's got one, but problem is he's just moved, and he's like 150 k's away from where his wrecking yard is, and so now I've got to wait until such a time as he goes back out there, and like I can't expect him to drive 150 k's to sell a $20 part, that'd be ridiculous. I wouldn't do it. So yeah, just gonna have to wait till we get one, but yeah, so shut that off. And yep, yeah, plenty happy with that. Nice, neat, tidy. So I've got both hatches are lockable now. And, yeah, $20 per lock, so it's just $40. I got them both locking. I'm pretty happy with that. And yeah, struts were $20 each too from Rare Spares. And yeah, unfortunately, I got to take it. Yeah, I got to take them back and swap them over. Actually, I might only take one. I'll buy one new one in the 200 Newton, and I'll use one of them on the back. So I've got 100 Newton here, and it's holding up, but like if you bumped it hard, it'd fall. So if I go to 150, and I take one of the ones off the front, put that on the back. Yeah, that'll solve that problem. So yeah, that's for the putty. Yeah, I'll get back into that over the weekend. In spite of what it looks, we're not too far from finishing it, like I've done all the really hard bits. The rest of it's fairly easy, I think. A bit of an issue with the tail lights. If I had more gas, I'd probably cut it. Well, I could do it. Yeah, I suppose I could do it with a flux core. Flux cores, I just hate the flux core too. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of undecided. See, I've puttied it up, like that's 10 mil high to meet the inside of the tail light. What I was going to do was add a bit to the tail light. Suppose I could still do that. Yeah, it'll be easier than cutting the guard. Yeah, that's what I was going to do, but then I ran out of gas, and I thought, well, I can't do that. I can't afford the gas, and I forgot that I still had a roll of flux core. Yeah, that's a better option. Yeah, I don't like having that thickness of putty in it. It's too much. Yeah, I'll do what I was originally going to do. I'll add a bit to the tail lights and bring it down to meet the guard. Chew all that putty off. And, yeah, as I said, once we got all this done with the 40, including the bonnet, there's not much to go on the bonnet. A little bit more around the sides. This here, it sort of won't take much, mostly scrub and rust off, but there is a few little dents, lots of little dents. So, but this had 1/2 inch of putty in it, and I don't know why, because it's not that bad. That'll be basically just a thin swipe. That'll be pretty easy. And so yeah, just got to scrub that surface rust and rust converter that he had on there, which didn't work. Putty doesn't stick to rust converter very well. So if you're ever going to use rust converter and paint or putty over it, you got to scrub it with the emery. The best idea is to just scrub the rust off. Don't use it at all unless you like. It's all right if you're going to, just spray enamel over or something. But yeah, if you're going to putty and paint, yeah, wouldn't suggest using rust converter at all. Just get rid of the rust. So, anyway, that's probably about as much as I can show you. So we are getting there. So the trailer itself was registered now. So yeah, as much as I hate puttying and I keep finding excuses to not do it, I really want to get it done, because then I can start using it as soon as it's finished. Go camping and not have to pack all my gear into the bug itself along with my boys and be able to take a few extra things. Yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. So thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll catch you next time. Bye.